Welcome to the show. Today I'll be talking all things Apecoin and Apechain. As you can see, we just had a massive green God candle over the weekend, which happened while we were at Apfest in Lisbon, the annual Apefest. I'm actually rocking my Mutant Ape Yacht Club shirt, and I am so bullish on the future of Apecoin and everything in Yuga Labs. So if you want to understand just exactly why this pump happened, what Apechain is, I'll be doing a deep dive on that in this episode. And I'll also be looking at charts specifically from our private group, Capital Mindset, where we called the accumulation of Ape before it had its massive pump, and a lot of the community got to benefit from that. So that was absolutely fantastic. And you know what? I believe we are just getting started. So I will be giving you my price predictions for Apecoin over the course of this next bull run. And honestly, I think a lot of people will be surprised by it, but I think that Apecoin has the trifecta. It's got gaming, it's got mass adoption, ease of use. That's what they're headed toward. And it's got memeability and also just the membership and the cult that Murad talks about. It's got all of that juice and more. And I believe it is on the verge of a massive breakout once again, only this time with even more utility than last time. So we'll be going over charts, we'll be going over price predictions, as well as taking you through the Apechain ecosystem and having a look at the meme coins that are now live on Apechain that I'll be buying into. And I'll be going over the IP. I mean, this is every brand's dream, to have people build around the IP and project the brand outward and grow the brand organically because they love it so much and they're building on their own on the chain. So Snoop Dogg just launched his official collaboration with Skechers, which is absolutely insane. And I bought these actually in Madrid last week. So they are worldwide now. This is what the shoe looks like. It's super cool. You can see it says Dr. Bombay Ape, which he licensed to Skechers, and he's got the leopard print, everything laces, even inside this bubble here, it's leopard print, and it says here Snoop Dogg. So it's super cool. And I asked the cashier, actually, do you know what this is? And she was just like, oh, it's a monkey. It's cute. I was like, okay. So we've got a ways to go. Yeah, but people are buying them. I asked her, how are the sales? And she said they were fantastic in Madrid. That is crazy. So we are just in the very beginning of this massive movement, and now the real building comes. Now we're starting to move forward as an ecosystem and really push the potential of what's truly possible here. So if you like that, hit the like button, smash the subscribe, and let's get right into it. All right, so as you can see, we had this massive green candle as soon as Apechain was announced over the weekend, and so many people were so excited by this. And the crazy thing is, although I would never advise anyone to get in on a massive pump like this, maybe wait for a retracement, I believe we are just getting started. So as I said, I'll be going over those charts in this episode. Also some meme coins that are now live on Apechain that I'll be buying into. And if you want to see what happened at Apefest and what all it looked like and what we did, I'll also add clips from that at the end too, so you can see just how amazing this cult is. It was a lot of fun. So stay tuned for that if you want to have even more conviction in your investments. And just before we get started, again, remember, this is not investment advice. This is just what I'm doing. So please be sure to do your own research. And on that note, let's get going. So one of the things I was explaining as, part of the trifecta that Apecoin has, in my opinion, is the memeability and the cult that Murad, the infamous Murad, who predicts that S&P SPX 6900 could hit a $100 billion market cap. These are the ingredients that he gives as far as successful memes, okay? Number 1, buy cults. Number 2, never fade emerging culture. Number 3, study an army of schizos who work for your investment and theirs. And number 4, don't fight the waves you can't stop. Join them. Because I believe we're on that wave right now for Bored Ape Yacht Club as we're seeing signs of life again. We're getting revived. And the thing is, it's been a very long downtrend period of accumulation, and now we're starting to see the effects of all of that hard work. And that just goes for all projects that have been building throughout this down period and this period of accumulation. Now is the time where we reap the rewards. And although we pumped quite a bit, over 100% in the last 24 hours, we still have a very long way to go. So I'm very excited. And yeah, the jokes about Bored Ape Yacht Club the whole entire weekend were, it's not a cult, but it was actually a really fun theme because it was at a convent in Lisbon. So there was a statue of kind of like a shrine of Curtis, the ape. So it was a very fun theme. And you got to see just how connected and family oriented. It feels like a family when you're in this club, and everybody supports everybody. Everybody supports everybody's businesses, and it's just a very positive vibe overall. And I believe that we are going to go to great heights, and that this is just the beginning. So if you missed the first time we ran up for Bored Ape Yacht Club, now in my opinion, not investment advice, is an exceptional time to get exposure. Even you can see that Beeple made a meme and art about Apechain going live, about how big and strong it is, and yeah, super fun. Apechain is more than just tech. So they're highlighting it as a tech play, but so much more than that. An ecosystem, an economy for creators, right? Apechain is bigger than Basie and Macy. It's for anyone who considers himself an ape. Anybody who likes to have a lot of fucking fun in crypto. How we get there is simple, by making games, apps, and experiences that are fun as shit, by making the tools that create those experiences available to everybody on Apechain. So let's get into what we're building at Yuga. So it's an interesting pivot from Yuga Labs, from the once only exclusive club to where there were only about 30,000 assets that made you a member that were a very high ticketed price to, okay, we still have that exclusive club, but we're allowed everyone now to join the ecosystem and to participate and have fun with what we're building, which is essential for mainstream adoption because a lot of new people are not going to come in and buy a high priced JPEG to be a part of a club at first. So this, in my opinion, checks one of the boxes, which is user-friendly, fun, and engaging. Other side is about more than just gaming. It's going to be the best place to hang with friends in Web3. We're going to get there with poker and other sticky, fun social features. In that spirit, we're introducing bubbles, our take on spaces and stages. Alpha testing is now live. Okay, so they're doing so many important things. They not only want to make this user-friendly, easy to get into, and a gaming play, but they also want to make it a place where you hang and chat, kind of like an X. Within their own ecosystem and X spaces. They want to have this a place for all creators, all people in Web3 to have fun in the swamp, as they call it, in their metaverse. I think it's brilliant. I can't wait to do spaces in here myself. This is a little bit of what the metaverse looks like, which is pretty cool. I mean, you actually feel like you're in this world, even if you're not in the metaverse, even if you're just looking on from your laptop, or from your computer. So it's a vibe. It's definitely a vibe. There's the poker game. There's the vending machine. I can't wait, you guys. So I'm going to jump straight to the charts and then I'll get into the news. For those of you who are just dying to know, where is Apecoin headed and should I buy it now or should I wait? Let's have a look. So here is the chart from our private group called Capital Mindset, where we show charts like this in times where you can accumulate at levels of support or maybe at the bottom of patterns and get ready for the bigger picture, for the bigger breakout. And so that's one of my favorite parts of this trading group. You can also have a look at long setups, at short setups, many different things, but this is one of the aspects that appeals to me most is being able to accumulate as an investor at those critical points of support and at the lows, essentially. So one of our lead admins, Trip, was creating this chart to show accumulation entry inside the pattern. So accumulating around 70 cents, which in hindsight would have been a phenomenal buy. Actually, I've been buying all throughout the bear market because I'm staking. I'm staking ape with my mutant apes and I'm just in it for the long run. So this is really exciting to see now that it's starting to turn around and potentially reverse its downtrend. So this was the chart that we posted. And then it broke up to around 87 cents, just above the by the breakout line. It started to break out. So as you can see, we crossed this out, accumulation entry inside the pattern. Now it's by the breakout. And after that is history. Now we've broken out. And as you can see here, there are several levels to where we can pump. And this is the point of control here that Trip has pointed out at $1.42, essentially, $1.43. So breaking above there and building support above there would be incredibly bullish. As of right now, we are above that level and we did retest down to about that level. So let's see if we can hold and if we can continue to skyrocket from here. I believe this is just the beginning of the reversion trend for many reasons. And that's why it's important to look at not only charts, but also fundamentals. What is happening on Apechain that's driving this volume, and how high could we go? So the interim pattern shows that we could go all the way up to $2.60. And then from there, we've got more charts in the group to show you longer term patterns and longer term ranges. But I believe in the near term, we could go anywhere from $4 to $6. Here, have a look at CoinMarketCap for a second. As you can see, we're at $1.54, not bad at all. And currently at just over $1 billion market cap. And just to put things into perspective, so the all-time high that CoinMarketCap has recorded here is around $39. Realistically, it was around $27 to $28. So just to get back to its old all-time highs, around an 18x from here, around a $20 billion market cap, which is completely attainable in my opinion. If this is so easy and facilitating of newcomers to come in, have fun, hang out, be a part of this ecosystem, and just really enjoy what they've built without having to buy that high price ticket asset to enjoy it. Of course, there'll be different tiers and different levels, but they've basically laid out their roadmap. They want everybody to be involved. They want to create the new place for creators to hang out, to have conversations, a place where you can launch meme coins and different kind of projects and all of these cool things that we can now have because of the Apechain launch and, the revamp of their metaverse. And the other side, it's, for me, $20 billion market cap is completely attainable. That is actually the market cap of Shiba Inu right now. And just for context, Dogecoin, the meme coin Dogecoin, got to an all-time high market cap of around $90 billion last cycle, and it has no utility at all. So just imagine what Apecoin could do. For me, I'm holding this long term. I'm so bullish on Yuga and Yuga Labs. Again, the interim, I believe we could see $4 to $6. And in the longer term, I definitely believe we can revisit all-time highs probably this cycle and beyond. So for me, it's just a question of time. It's always been a question of time. And now Apechain is live and it's on. It's on. So I'm accumulating more at these levels. I've been staking. I continue to monitor this. But if you want to see more longer term charts, you can sign up to the group with the link in the description below. By using my code CryptoMegan, you'll get a 10% off and you will enjoy it. You can get in all the setups at the very beginning, start accumulating at the bottom of patterns, and start doing the right way, which is buying when no one else is buying and selling when it's time to take profits. And we can keep you updated on all of that in the group. So yeah, go check it out. I'm sure you will love it. And now let's dive into the fundamentals of why Apechain is so bullish, because another important part about being able to hold and to hodl is by having conviction in your investments. Now, it's hard to do that when you're not at Apefest and you're not seeing everything live in person like I've been able to. It's hard to have that unwavering conviction in projects like this. But now we're going to go through the news and I'm going to explain exactly what Apechain is doing for the community, and we'll have a look at those meme coins at the end. So Apechain mainnet launches at Apefest with industry-first demos. The Apecoin DAO, in partnership with Yuga Labs, Layer Zero, the Arbitrum Foundation, Horizon Labs, Caldera, Wire Network, and Offchain Labs have launched Apechain, a creator-centric blockchain powered by its native token, Apecoin APE. So this is huge news for the ecosystem. While Apecoin has all the best tech, account abstraction with Yuga ID, gas-sponsored transactions, native yield, one-click onboarding via Ape Portal, and the first ever Layer Zero's omni-chain fungible token standard, frankly, being fast, cheap, and technically sophisticated is just table stakes, said Michael Fig, Yuga's chief product officer. Apechain will also benefit from Wire Network's decentralized AI capabilities, which bring dedicated block space and gasless transactions to builders in Apechain. Now, I don't know if you guys have been around in this, viewers have been around as long as I have in the Ape ecosystem, but when we first bought the other side lands, it was a huge gas war. I think it was 150 million ETH burned to nothing. So we've come a long way since then, and it's fun to see these updates happening. So about Wire Network, the only blockchain for AI economy, no gas, all chains, lightning fast transactions. As AI drives an economic revolution, Wire Network delivers the first third generation blockchain providing financial rails for the AI agent economy. It's like a global passport and universal currency for AI. Very bullish on this Wire Network. Very, very cool. I mean, AI agents are going to be the next massive wave, in my opinion. Moreover, bridges for Apechain also went live. Those bridges allow users to transfer their tokens and automatically earn staking yields on Ape, ETH, and stablecoins. Staking. So this is really, really groundbreaking as well. You automatically earn that yield as you bridge to the Apechain. The introduction of staking options appear to have played a major role in boosting Apecoin's value. So hence why we're seeing all the volume. Trailblaze, a fundraising platform offered investments of various types and stages, is currently integrating Apechain into its launchpad. So one point I want to make about the automatic staking and the automatic yield is this. Apecoin has introduced an automatic yield mode, allowing users to passively earn by staking their Ape tokens. This new feature reinvests rewards automatically, maximizing yield over time. So the one thing that we've had to see in staking is that if you want to get that maximum yield, you've got to do it yourself. You got to restake yourself. So they've now introduced this groundbreaking protocol that reinvests the rewards automatically, which is very cool. Now let's have a look at what some of the users have to say on X. So we've got the D Farmer here. The firepower of this doubled from just a week ago. See the flywheel here? 200 million to attract more builders to Ape to accrue value to Ape, and Apechain to make more money to attract more builders to accrue value to Ape and Apechain. Number go up, tech stays undefeated. Yes. So while we have unwavering tech, we're finding new ways to bring more liquidity in than ever. The Banana Bill is a 100 million Ape proposal with two initiatives. A, commercial agreements initiative to negotiate commercial agreements with projects, companies, and protocols committed to building on Apechain. And B, a user incentives initiative to provide rewards for Apechain users. So it's really incentivizing people on all fronts to get involved in this initiative like never before. Let's see a few more comments. With this proposal, a large portion of the DAO treasury be earmarked for commercial use. Instead of giving out grants, these funds will be used for commercial terms that support Apechain, prioritizing sustainable network growth and returning revenue to Apecoin DAO and Apechain. That's what we need in crypto. We need sustainable revenue growth, sustainable network growth, and returning revenue. I mean, we need a demand, basically. And so that's what they're, attempting to create. As again, they're trailblazers. So they are literally writing history in this space as we speak. The Banana program will be overseen by a team of advisors, including leading workers at Yuga Labs, Animoca, and more. Animoca is now involved here. The advisor skill sets will cover venture investment, brand and partnership strategy, legal and commercial execution, community relations, and entrepreneurship. So we've got the internet's most brilliant minds working on this now. This is huge. So while 100 million Ape is a large amount, it's necessary to attract top-notch projects and developers and to remain competitive in the space. This is what we needed to see from Yuga. Some kind of bold move, right? Funds will only be spent on deals with compelling business cases that bring net value to Apechain. Remaining funds will be returned to the treasury. This is very, very, very bullish, guys. So if you're feeling like you missed the pump, we are just getting started. I mean, we are just getting started. Just have a look at where it was an all-time high when we didn't have any of this utility built out yet. It was just hype around the brand. So think about that. Apecoin basically just added $1 billion to its market cap overnight. What protocol does that? That's not a meme that's pumping because it's being shilled by others, but surely because people are that bullish on it and because there's a demand for it now. When's the last time an NFT team shipped something and had this type of reaction? Azuki Beans launched early 2022. Then we have this. Justin, Apecoin is the best performing top 100 crypto over the last 30 days. So this is just it in a nutshell. I know that I already went over all this, but these are just the top points. Apechain is a new Ethereum Layer 3 network launched by Apecoin DAO. Apechain features decentralized apps like a memecoin launchpad called Ape Express, a trading simulation called Top Trader, and games like Pixel Vaults, Battle Plan, and Dookie Dash Unclogged, which are actually pretty fun games. They're simple, but they're really sticky. With the launch of Apecoin, the DAO has allocated $70 million to the Banana Bill Fund to invest in projects building on the network and introduced a points-based reward system called Spotlight for Apechain users. So we've revamped this entire system. We've revamped everything. Let's have a look a little bit at apechain.com here. You come in, and the first thing you see is top traders. So they're incentivizing people with to participate in these games. Daily sim trading competitions, tournament entry gets you 10,000, asymmetric awards, a lot of fun games to get more user involvement again. I mean, in the past year, all we've really had as something for users to get involved with is Dookie Dash. Just a very simple, basic game. And now suddenly we've got all of these different ways to interact. We still have Dookie Dash, and if you haven't tried it, you should. It's very fun. But the one thing I wanted to show you here was you can now bridge your coins through the Apechain portal. So Ape on ETH, you can bridge it to Apechain, and you can also swap for coins directly now on this Apechain portal. And that makes things really easier, very ease of use, very user-friendly. And the most exciting thing for a lot of people will be this, the different dApps and things that have been developed. So the swap feature on Camelot will allow you to buy some of the memes, and then you can come here to ape.express and explore. You can explore all the tokens that have been launched, everything that's going on in the ecosystem. And we just have this one that looks like it's fresh off the press, King of the Jungle. And you can buy it on Apechain. So just new meme coins popping up. So it's like you're getting in on the ground level in meme coins that are launched on a brand new chain. For me, it's super exciting. I'll be allocating to some of these. Now, remember, these are very high risk, very high reward if they work out well, which I believe with this exposure to the greater audience, they will. So Curtis is one that I'll be allocating to, currently at a $15 million market cap, also the biggest meme on the chain right now. Then we've got, so you can also filter by market cap. Then we've got Board, which is the second largest at 11 million. Crypto is fun at 1.8. And Gary, I actually might get some of this Gary because we were in the Apfest party, the full moon party, and they were having this kind of like profit station where they would tell you your fortunes and Gary would think about it. And these fortunes will be made from this dog Gary, the great dog profit meme token. So I'll probably be buying some of Gary. Murad, I know, has been really just, guys, this is just really fun. So if you want a chance to do a little bit of gambling, let's call it casino type buys, these are the ones that I'll be buying. I'll be buying some Curtis, Gary, probably some Board, and Murad to start with, just to have a little bit of fun and to interact with the chain. And to wrap this up, before I show you some highlights of Apfest in Lisbon, so stay tuned to the end because those are coming right after this, we'll just look very briefly at this deep dive that DFarmer did on why Apechain, just to like hit it home and just nail it as to why this is so important for the ecosystem. 1. Content. In a world of uber inflation and L2s and random ghost chains, why Apechain? The main answer is content. Garga made it very effing clear every single L2 launch we had in the past 2 years, there were a couple of farms, some random shitters that went nowhere, and a copy pasta perp with no liquidity. After a week, you had nothing to do. From the get-go, you had nothing new to do. From day zero, there are almost 70 apps and games and products to explore. They're here. They're in a little menu on the right, but people don't read, especially apes. So right off the get-go, there's already way more utility than most new chains have when they're launched. Check them out. There's a chart-topping games like Dookie Dash Pixel, Vault, Brawler, Old School, Retro Gaming, and more. Okay, there's just a ton of new games. And finally, there's original content too. Top Trader will make waves in the weeks to come as awareness spreads. Dookie Dash $1 million tourney structure will make noise. And finally, this will, of course, be the home of the other side. So there's so many things that are coming. This is just the beginning. This is not, in my opinion, a sell the news event. More importantly, this is day zero. In a month, the team organized an Apechain conference in Vegas. This is where all builders will gather up and really start cooking with fire. If you're getting lost in the pump fund style shitter action, especially so early on, you're missing the forest for the trees. There are 500 real-life businesses that spun from the MOBA program that's made by apes, and the BASE IP. There's nothing like that in the whole space. 500. I mean, with Snoop Dogg as one of them, guys. We've got Snoop Dogg as a spokesperson for our space. I mean, what more could you ask for? And 500 people building around a brand organically. This is exactly why I got into Bored Ape Yacht Club in the beginning, from very early on, before the celebrity hype and the pumps. And what I saw was these guys, random guys, in the Discord in the morning making ape sounds because they were so excited to be a part of something so special. And I thought, this is every brand's dream. This is gold. I'm going for it. Everything on Apechain is built with normies onboarding in mind. My mother said, it looks like Netflix once she saw the landing. And that's where it kind of clicked for me too. And to add to this, the Apple Pay and Google integrations and things will hit escape velocity fast. Imagine what Moonshoot did for meme coins. Except for a whole chain. Everything on Apechain goes in this direction. Account abstraction is going to be ubiquitous. It's fast, snappy, and gamer ready. Then hack and slash. Look, Apecoin inception has been a shit show. The chart looks like this. A very openly vocalized how bad things were going to get. Suits were allowed to take over and misalign incentives to hold. This shows how bad it got. Sucks for holders, but for you, it's a feature, not a flaw. Where there are massive amounts of blood, there's an opportunity if people are still fighting the good fight. And that is what we are doing as a community. We're fighting the good fight, and fighting they are. Garga got back at the helm and got hacking and slashing. It takes a few months to see the results, but we're starting to see the results. Apechain is his crown jewel. He showed off the bloat, reduced collections by 70%, put a team of native madmans on it, and started to deliver. Gordo is back at the very least in spirit, and slowly you can see his hand in things too. Because we care. For good, for bad, 3 fucking crypto years in this, 3 crews show up in a day in and out. Very, very few can say the same. There's a whole new approach to things, less taking shit, more open-mindedness, back to the roots. More importantly, we're having fun again. Technology was brought on to bring joy to people and joy to people's lives. So that is really important. Culture and chain. None of this is financial advice, and I have a very big public bag in my very public wallet. But you want to know why I dilated re-entering a couple of months ago. The question, ideally, what does Apechain become? The culture chain. I'll say it again. What does Apechain become? It becomes the culture chain. And as Arthur Hayes said, the former CEO of BitMEX, if you can bring culture on chain, you've hit the jackpot. So the question is ideally, what does Apechain become? Where content is king, the culture chain, where content is king, what Blast wanted to be, but they had no moat and no culture, no provenance, and no amount of disturbed gold can buy that, can manufacture that. If they deliver, I see random lonely goods products on these dead chains join forces and get DAO incentives to move to Apechain, creating a snowball effect with all the base layer that has been cooking for a year. Then this opens up the road to onboarding the masses, no coiners. There'll be no seed phrase to scare them away. One-click fund with Apple Pay for their phones. They'll start with a video game they liked. They won't even know they're on chain. They'll see their number go up and doing nothing due to automatic passive yield. No staking, no contract interactions, easy. Well, this is mind-blowing. No staking, no contract interactions, automatic restaking. They'll just roam the other side, degen some memes with friends, maybe eventually try out the more complicated stuff, and they'll just play. And that's where Apechain wins. Wow. That was an incredible breakdown by DFarmer. Go and follow him. He's a really cool guy in the space. That was a phenomenal thread. I mean, so just to summarize, content, onboarding, making it easy, hack and slash, learning from mistakes, and pivoting to something that's meaningful and that works, and bringing culture on chain. It's not the trifecta, actually. There's actually 4 main things that DFarmer pointed out. So this was an incredible thread. Go and follow him. If this didn't make you bullish on Apechain, I don't know what, but this could be where everything pivots, the next big meta, the next big wave in this trend of crypto cycles for so many reasons. But mainly being that it's easy, it's seamless, it's fun, and it's a community, it's a culture. So on that note, I hope you like this deep dive. Smash that subscribe button if you want more content like this, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.